Happy New Year, collective. Let's do a little bit of what would be like a Spotify wrapped, but more of an energetic wrapped of what 2025 meant for us. What are the energies bridging us from 2025 into 2026? And what does 2026 look like for us as a collective? I've been doing quite a lot of New Year readings for people personally, and they've been a lot of fun. There is a bit of an ongoing theme with them, so I'm wondering if we're going to get more of that today. I've got my little co-host here, Miss Harper. It's a very hot day here in Australia right now, and she insists on being my hot water bottle. So let's see how long that lasts for. We are currently, today is a full moon. It is the first full moon of the year in Cancer, and it feels like she's bringing a lot of clarity, a lot of acceptance. There's a bit of a like motherly energy here of just like, it is what it is, babe. Take what you can from the situation and turn it into your gold. Don't let it get you down. Just accept it is what it is, and it is what's best for you, is what I'm feeling with this. Let's dive in. I'm excited for this. It's been a while since I've done a dedicated reading for YouTube, so I want to get back into it this year. I have missed it. I've just been doing what flows for me, and it feels like YouTube's flowing back again for me, nicely, naturally, not forcing it. All right. What was the ongoing theme for 2025? What was the main energy, the main theme and energy of 2025 for our collective, please, Spirit? We got 3 cards. We were only meant to get 1, but hey, we're going with the flow. We got third eye chakra, we got fire, and we've got infinite. So it was a very big awakening year for so many. I think there's more people awake to the spiritual world than there probably ever has been before. It's quite a magical energy. You know, I've seen so many people come into their own when it comes to their own gifts and connection to their spirit team and themselves, really. So this third eye chakra there's no shock to me there that the pineal gland is up front and center of this reading. Next we have fire with Solaris Sublime. This is showing me that 2025 was really teaching us what lights us up and what dims us, what gives us energy and what drains us. And how can we honor both the shadow and light within us, the masculine and feminine, and make them work together to truly bring positive impact to not just our own lives, but the world around us, the people around us, our relationships, our work. And it feels like there had to be a lot of destruction in order to reconstruct with this energy here. It kind of is giving like, you know, how like after a bushfire and the regrowth that begins and everything gets to start anew. A lot of the invasive species have been, you know, taken right back and out so that the natural fauna can grow again. We then have the infinite here with showing that we have unlocked a energy within ourselves that can never go back. It's like letting those worms out of the can, those snakes out of the can. That can never go back in. You are now open and aware and growing and glowing and forever changing into your infinite self in all different aspects. So this is cool to see. You don't see this kind of change without there being some major sacrifices that needed to be made, some major challenges. that have had to be overcome and accepted and integrated with the lessons that came with them. Let's dive into the tarot. What was the major challenge of 2025 for our collective, please, Spirit? Knight of Cups has come out for 2 different readings I've done for this as well. For other people, just personals. What's the medicine? And what is the outcome? Ace of Pentacles. So our medicine is the 7 of Swords. And our outcome is the Ace of Pentacles. Massive new beginnings feeling here. What is the Knight of Cups? Knight of Swords in reverse, the World in reverse. Okay, it looks like the challenge of 2025 was really being brave, moving into studying who we are, why we are, what we are, what made us like this, what do we want to keep, what do we want to cull. It's like the inventory of ourselves, the spring cleaning of our personalities is what I feel here. And there had to be a lot of bravery to look at ourselves with truth and accountability and compassion and love. And it feels like a bipolar roller coaster ride of forever changing emotions, opinions, ourselves. Learning that the things that brought us down are really the things that brought us up. The things that fell apart were really falling together. When our world feels like it's upside down, it needs to empty out the pockets. It's like the way that Spirit's showing me is, in like one of those cartoons where the bully comes along and tips the kid upside down and shakes it, and all the stuff falls out their pockets. That's kind of what it feels like Spirit have had to do with us, is empty us out in order for us to see ourselves bare, exposed, without all of the stuff on top that was taking the attention. It's really seeing what's underneath it all. That feels like that is definitely what our 2025 challenge has been, and it feels very confronting, but it also feels very evolutionary. So the medicine for this is the 7 of Swords. Let's go a little bit deeper on that. I feel like giving this another shove. Okay, so from what I'm feeling here is that the transition, the uncomfortability of this is only temporary, and we knew that. We had to display to ourselves what was going on in our mind, and so that we could do that sorting. Oh, my little snory girl. She's so cute. Really having to display what's inside us so we can view it and observe ourselves and be like, this is what I'm taking with me. This is, I'm embarrassed of these parts of myself. Let me figure out why they're there so that I can overcome them. And if you feel like you're still doing that, that is perfectly fine. This is work, like a lifelong work that is going to bring lifelong results. So this is something that can constantly be worked on and being integrated into our future selves. Show me more. Ten of Cups. Can you get one more? Hang on, that's a lot more. Hang on. One more, please. They have so much to say right now. Got that Lauryn Hill song in my head. They've got so many things to say right now. You might want to listen to that song. It's got some fantastic lyrics in that. A little bit of a story going on, you know, how she is one of the world's greatest storytellers through song. We got a 3 of Cups in reverse. So the medicine is honoring what flows beautifully to you. Like I said at the start of this, I loved exploring YouTube and throwing myself into something I was so scared to do. And it helped me grow. It helped me do my readings in different ways and learn how to ride that energetic wave of reading for so many people. Before I jumped onto the wonderful world of TikTok, it really prepared me, but it came to a time where it just wasn't flowing nice for me and it felt forced. And I felt like I was having to show up and trying to be palatable to people and being careful I didn't swear and like trying to meet the needs of an algorithm that just felt like it was working against me. And so I pulled away from it and I went towards the things that flowed really nice for me, and that's TikTok. I love how easy TikTok feels for me to just be myself, and I don't try to be anything else. I don't try to meet algorithm needs. I don't follow trends. I just show up. I'm myself. I do my magic, and then it seems to flow really nice for me and I feel at home there. And that's what this feels like. The medicine of 2025 was to go towards the things that made you feel emotionally fulfilled and not less than. The things that felt like they worked with you instead of against you. And this feels like relationships. A lot of this is to do with relationships for our collective, of people like having to feel like they're having to show up and prove something in order to mean something to people. And spirit's like, nah babe, that is not what we're doing anymore. We're not trying to appease people and people please and make them see our worth, because we know our worth. And we had to kind of pull back and go into some solitude a bit there in order to find what is our worth. What does that look like? What does that even mean? And I think that we truly have found the basis of that, to move forward and come back into spaces like I am here right now. Flow back into spaces where before maybe we were trying a little bit too hard, and now it's just being yourself. And let's go into the outcome before I yabber on too much more about that. But that's what I'm getting here. That was the main medicine of 2025, was finding that divine flow of what just comes naturally and what makes us feel forced. In our outcome here, we have the Ace of Pentacles, which, you know, as I look into this, I have Aladdin playing, you know, A Whole New World. so hard not to want to sing it right now, but I'm not going to. It's my favourite Disney song. Ace of Pentacles, please, Spirit. There is, stepping into the new year, and we have a star in reverse. Because what we were dealing with before was blocking us from being ready to step into alignment with our dreams, alignment with our universal selves, our higher selves. There was a lot that had to be shifted and let go and integrated and alchemized and learnt about in order for us to be in a space where we can call this in. And that's what it feels like this outcome is. Spirit are like, this is all a gift to bring you into the new frequency, the new timeline, in order to be able to hold what it is that we wish for. If they were to give us what we wish for before we're ready, can we really keep it? Is it going to just pass through our hands as quick as it came in because we are unable to hold it? We don't have the space, the emotional intelligence, the time, whatever it is that had to shift and grow and change for you. It feels like this is what this outcome is telling us, is that that's what has shifted. Can I get one more? Yes, 3 swords. You have to break before you bloom, babe. And that is what this feels like, being cracked open in order to make space in that heart to receive what it is that you deserve, because there's so much in there that made you feel like you weren't worthy, that needed to be seen and held and healed through inner child healing, through shadow work, through acceptance and self-love. So this is our 2025 wrapped, guys, and I'm here for it. It's cool. Let's get a bridge card. These are my new cards from my bonus daughter, Miss Ruby. Thank you so much, my lovely, if you're seeing this. I've been using them to do this part of my New Year's readings for people, and they've been working really well. I'm really loving them. What is the bridging energy for our collective from 2025 to 2026, please, Spirit? What is going to help us connect the two worlds together for the better? Hello. Oh. Okay, we're going to go with this one that fell out on top. This, and it says self-love, and this is what we were just talking about. How through that love for self, we are unlocking the things that have been barriers, so that we can get over them, we can conquer them. We can't really hold ourselves accountable and take responsibility for the things that have held us back without loving ourselves into understanding them and growing from them. Here's the card. Isn't she gorgeous? It says, self-love. The deeper you love yourself, the more the universe will affirm your worth. Love is a universal language throughout the cosmos, aligned with the creative process of manifestation. It is the living energy that moves through everything. Self-love is the key to unlocking the power of universal love. The more you love who you are, the greater your capacity to feel love from others. By seeing your value, knowing your worth, and embracing the many aspects of yourself, the universe reflects back to you the love that is in your heart. By having this unconditional love and deep acceptance for yourself, you transform into a powerful source of magnetic energy that attracts opportunities, prosperity, and divine relationships. Not only does self-love increase your magnetic power, it also physically impacts your health. By sending loving thoughts to your body, you create amazing shifts on the molecular level that boost your body's immune system. Are there any areas within you that you could do with more love, dear one? If yes, it is time to increase your levels of love to these areas with understanding and compassion. Go now and shower yourself with love, and the universe will in turn will shower its infinite blessings back to you. The chakra for this card is the heart. The exercise is to look into the mirror and tell yourself how much you love you. Love and acceptance from others starts with love and acceptance of you. The affirmation of this card is that the light in my heart continues to expand as I continue to unconditionally love all aspects of myself. I love it. That's really beautiful. Like, to get the Three of Swords and to be talking about how we had to break ourselves open in order to bloom, and in order to do that we have to find the love that helps us be accountable for our fuck ups, and why we are the way we are. In order to get these dreams and these wishes to come in, we have to let go and alchemize and come into alignment. So that self-love and being on that frequency is opening the door for spirit to gift us more and more and more of what we truly do deserve. All right, my beautiful collective, let's close this bit down and go into 2026. Yeah, if anybody is interested in a personal reading for the 2025 to 2026 year transition, please hit me up. I'm loving doing them. They go for about an hour and a half, but still cost the normal 1 hour Zoom rate. You can find all my details in the description box below. If you go on my Instagram or on my TikTok, you will see there's a pinned post there with all my services and offerings. Scroll through, have a look at the details of each of them, and if you're interested in working with me, just message me on one of my socials and we can organize a time and a date. It's been a lot of fun, very in-depth. All right, Spirit, let's go into, I'm going to keep this self-love card up the top here. What is the overall energy? What is the overall energy for 2026 for our beautiful collective, please? Shine your light. Gorgeous. So this shows that Spirit is saying that the highest vibration that we can possibly emit is authenticity. So finding what that is from and letting that come from the inside out, bringing that into action into our everyday life, allowing that to constantly have the freedom to grow and change and shift and find all of the different versions of you that want to unravel. And honoring each of those and savoring the moments that you can have with those, there is going to be so much more love and magic that comes not just from you but to you because of this frequency. That's a beautiful card to get for our overall energy of 2026. I love it so much. It's also 44, which equals out to an 8. I am mind blanking what 8s mean right now, and I know because I'm an 88 baby. Let's have a look. So in numerology, 8 signifies power, ambition, material success, and karmic balance, often called the powerhouse, representing wealth, authority, and disciplined leadership. Linked to the planet Saturn, and the endless loop of giving and receiving, it requires integrity for true abundance. I love it. Love it. So bringing in that balance, having discipline and resilience. Feels like we definitely got taught a lot of that last year. So that's going to come in handy this year. What's the major challenge of 2026, please, Spirit? Page of Wands in reverse. What's the medicine? Eight of Swords in reverse. Did I say Page of Wands or did I say Page of Swords? It's a Page of Wands. Anyway. And then the outcome, please, Spirit. Oh, right there. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. All of these are in reverse. So, fun. Let's go in on them. What is the Page of Wands, please, Spirit? We got the Star in the upright position now. We have the High Priestess and we have Death and Rebirth. Oh, I love this energy. That's fucking wild. Oh, I love this. This is exciting. I haven't done my own reading for the new year, so this feels like it's like, oh, this is for me as well. Well, it all is, but you know, it's for all of us. But this just feels really exciting. So that should tell you how good this is. So it looks like we're going to stop standing in our own way. Stop procrastinating is what I'm getting from this Page of Wands in reverse. And really start using that power of what we learned through all of the death and rebirth that we went through last year to our advantage to reinvent ourselves into the person who can handle holding our dream, who can handle pulling those wishes into their lives and keep them going. Using that High Priestess energy also to intuitively know what to go towards, what lights you up, what sparks your soul on fire, what is bringing that joy and following it each and every step of the way. Also knowing that you can't have light without shadow, that the shadow sides of a lot of the things that we go through are also telling us and teaching us and preparing us for what we need in order to hold on to our highest version of ourselves, to achieve the highest version of ourselves. We need to integrate those shadows. We need to be aware of what they are. So this balance with the High Priestess and Death and Rebirth with the Star is really beautiful energy to be our challenge of 2026. This feels like dreams coming true and being able to actually see them, feel them, hold them, that energy that we put out all through 2025 is coming back. That the magic and the love that you held and you gave to others is coming back around, and you're getting to experience what that kind of beauty feels like for yourself. What a beautiful thing it is to experience the love that you are mirrored back to you. I'm excited for that, that's for sure. Because I'm a lover. I'm Mrs. Lover. Ay. Alright, what is the Mr. Bombastic? The medicine, please. We got Empress in reverse. So we have Eight of Swords in reverse. Now we have Empress in reverse. Now we got the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, if you can you say get out of your own fucking head any louder, spirit, and into your feelings. Let it flow, let it flow. Don't hold back anymore. How do I go from a Shaggy segue into an Elsa? I don't know, but I did it. Your spirit did it, really, didn't they? Concentrate, Nikki, concentrate. Okay, so yeah, this looks like you really got to get out of your own head is the medicine of 2026. Understanding that you are your own worst enemy when it comes to procrastination, when it comes to self-doubt, when it comes to blocking your own creativity. So we can't go through all these death and rebirths and rebuild ourselves the same way that we were before. It doesn't work. You're just going to have to do it again and again. So we need to look at what those patterns are, why we're doing them, and change it up, like full change it up. Do something that is the most scary and less likely that you thought that you would actually push yourself out of your comfort zone and achieve. So as long as it's safe, I'm saying as well. So tackle the biggest, scariest goals, the biggest, scariest thing that you want to achieve. Go straight for that one so that you can full jumpstart and kickstart 2026 with an energy of I will chase what I'm after. I do believe I'm worthy. I do believe that I can achieve it. And it feels like just taking action is what needs to happen here in this medicine. And when you are in creator mode, knowing that this is a time to also switch off the brain and just let things flow beautifully. There needs to be like childlike play when it comes to this year. There needs to be honouring the little girl, the little boy, the little lady them in you that didn't get that freedom of play and creativity and exploring and adventure, and give yourself the things that you couldn't afford earlier, whether that be self-love, gatherings, friendships, adventures. I love it. All right, what is our outcome? The Knight of Pentacles. Beautiful. Now we've got 3 cups in the upright position. Knight of Pentacles, 3 cups, Queen of Swords. Can I get one more, please, Spirit? And then the 8 of Swords on the side. So we've got the 8 of Swords out here twice. Sorry, hiccup. Weird hiccup. Okay, that feels like a message. That was like a weird hiccup that turned into a burp. I'm going to take that as confirmation that there may be, like, it may feel like there's some hiccups that happen, but they're not hiccups. It's just a releasing of energy. It's a releasing of things that can't stick around. Otherwise, they're going to make you uncomfortable. Yeah, this outcome feels like not trying so hard to push things to make them work, following with what flows, what feels good to you, what lights you up, what makes you feel safe, who makes you feel safe, who makes you feel heard and seen and appreciated, and who you reciprocate that energy back with, and really giving to those friendships and the hobbies, the activities, all those things that make you feel like this. It feels like we spent a lot of 2025 cutting certain relationships off, cutting old habits off, and 2026 is going to be honoring those that we kept around because they do actually fulfill us, or making new friendships and activities and habits and hobbies, and finding those things that do light us up and do fulfill us, and going headfirst into those things and honoring them, and knowing that you may have a bit of a habit of thinking the worst, but you know that about yourself now from doing all the shadow work you did, and to know when is it my intuition and when is it my anxiety, and separating the two so that you can actually embrace these new friendships. This is giving sister wound and having to pull yourself up and be like, hang on a minute, is this person actually, does this person really dislike me, or is this my lack of confidence and sister wound popping up to be healed again? That's like taking accountability for your wounding and not letting it rule your life anymore is what I'm seeing here. This is beautiful. I love this. Let's get a spirit animal for 2026. I feel like grabbing the ones that nearly fall out, and I'm like, no, this is serious. This is important. Redback spider. Where's my book? Alright, redback spider. This is about survival, the base chakra, personal power, and home. Redback spiders are recognized for their bright red stripe on their backs. They are associated with the base chakra, also bright red. It is no surprise that they bring a message of survival, security, and other qualities embodied by the base chakra energy. When you see a spider in your house, your base chakra survival instinct may kick in. You could feel threatened, and your first thought may be to get rid of it. However, this beautiful spider means no harm and rarely bites. I don't know about that, but yeah. It's funny how I'm saying that after we just talked about the sister wound and what's real and what's not, what's your intuition and what's your anxiety and your PTSD, Redback spider asks you to look at your surroundings. Do you feel safe at home? Are you in control of your power? Do you feel insecure or self-conscious? Have you woven a web of peace? Your home is your safe space, a place of calm and reflection. The redback spider encourages you to energetically cleanse your home to help with your spiritual and emotional well-being. Creating the life you desire begins with owning your power. Call on the redback spider energy to connect to your power, to boost your self-confidence, and to create a web of peace in your world. The advice for this card is to don't be afraid to stand in your power. The chakra is the base chakra, the color is red, and the mantra is, I am strong, I create the web of my life. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So, self-love, shine your light, and I am strong, I create the web of my life. I am not afraid to stand in my power. What a beautiful 2026 reading. I am so excited to see what this year brings for our collective after all of the hard work that we did last year. Well, we've done for many years, but last year was a big one. She's a doozy. We've still got a few more weeks of the year of the snake left before we move into the year of the horse. So please make the most of it. Savor these energies. Bask in them. Do your shadow work. If you need any help with that, please reach out. I'd love to work with you. Like I said, you can find all my details in the comment section below, well, in the description box below, and all my offerings are on my socials. Yeah, thank you so much, collective. This has been beautiful. I want you to write in the comment section any quote that you found that really resonated with you during this time to claim this energy. I will see you next time. I love you so much. Happy 2026. Happy full moon. Let's kick ass this year. I love you. Bye.